One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bobcats offense takes the field, and they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Burrell. Got the first down and more. And the Bobcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game's critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that hat.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quickly complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken... time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offensive system.
It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling. Second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. They bring him down. But before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burrell. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Unloads quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Bobcats line it up with a first and goal. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas State. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. It's a running room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How nice is it as a quarterback? I have to throw post routes to get great stats. No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Looking for a crease to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. Because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. The Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on fourth down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes a connection. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Trying play action. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take this.
Oh, out of space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to Brown.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that, because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, and now you take a sack, and now you have to.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw. It's Levin. He got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And it slips just inside that right upright. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Bobcats get the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down...
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense...
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Every quarterback in college football on quarterback sneak knows before the snap if they're going right or left because of who's the best guard, who's the best tackle combo that can get the push. That time he picked the right side on 4th down when they had to have it and scored.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and they'll start this drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Snow. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense looks as if it's coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Rips it inside the 15. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, tempo is going to be a big deal right now, but fourth down coming up, trailing, you have to dial up the right play right here, David.
And first things first, you got to get the first down. Like, I got to convert this fourth down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, and getting scoring position to try to take the lead.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.